Yes, dear children, in the continuation of our module, motion in straight line, today we are going to see non-uniform motion that we are going to see here. In that motion, an object is said to be in non-uniform motion if it undergoes equal displacement in unequal interval of time. Unequal interval of time is called non-uniform motion. So dear children, even I can say in non-uniform motion, the velocity of the object in different forms, even I can say velocity changing continuously, or we can say variable velocity. An object is said to be moving with a variable velocity if either its speed or its direction of motion or both the changes with time. Suppose if I draw a graph in between velocity and time, or suppose we are seeing here we are drawing a graph in between this position and time graph. Here it is the position and here is the time. Suppose the graph is something like this. Time passes, it is not a straight line because we are having a non-uniform motion. Say we are taking here 2 points, say point A and another point take B. At a point A, suppose the displacement is x1 and at the point B the displacement is x2. At a point A, say the time is t1 and at a point B the time is t2. Then I can say here I am taking a tangent, say like this, and make a triangle here. Here is a triangle. Here is A, here is B, and here is C. Now, from here to here, position changes, say delta x, and here the time changes delta t. So here you can see x2 minus x1 in an interval of time t2 minus t1. x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. What is this? If x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1, this is the slope of the straight line AB. It is the slope of the straight line AB. Here it is also called, suppose this angle is theta, so I can write here tangent theta. Tangent theta is perpendicular upon base. Here you can say. That's why it is called BC upon AC. So what we are getting here? It is the change in displacement divided by time interval. It is called average velocity. It is called average velocity. If I want to find out at any point, say t, at any instant of time, if you want to find out the velocity, that is called instantaneous velocity. So dear children, one thing you can write here, what instantaneous instantaneous velocity. It means that at any instant of time, the velocity at that time, the time taken is a very small here, so we can take a limit here. If I take a limit here, so I can write here this average velocity, that is very small interval of time, limit delta t is tending to 0. मैं यहाँ पर लिमिट लगा रहा हूं because here I can say change in position, that is called delta x, or change in time, that is delta t. This I can write here delta x by delta t even. Once the delta t is not equal to 0 but it is twice tending to 0, then I can write it. It is a perfect differentiation कहलाता बच्चों ये dx by dt. So this is called perfect differentiation dx by dt. The rate of change of displacement is called velocity. This is an instantaneous velocity. Is it clear? Now we take one another small article here, that is a relative velocity in one dimension motion. Relative velocity in one dimension motion. That we are going to do. Now suppose the two objects A and B, when the two objects A and B are moving with the different velocities, then the velocity of the one object A with respect to the another object B is called relative velocity of the object A with respect to B. Suppose the velocity of the object A is VA and velocity of the object B is VB. Both are moving in the same line. Both are moving with the different velocities. So I can say the relative velocity of one object with respect to the another. Write down the definition. Relative velocity of one object with respect to another. Relative velocity of one object with respect to another. With respect to another object. With respect to another object. Hence, relative velocity is defined as, the relative velocity is defined as the time rate of change of relative position of one object with respect to another. Just we are going to derive it. So write down here, what do we mean by relative velocity? We are going to see the concept of relative velocity in one dimension. So now we are going to see expression for the relative velocity. Expression for the relative velocity. I can say here, consider the two objects A and B moving with uniform velocities. Suppose that is V1 and V2 along a parallel straight tracks in the same direction. Let the position of the first particle, first body is x naught 1 and second one is x naught 2. X naught 1 and x naught 2 be the displacement from the origin at any instant of time, say t is equal to 0. Suppose A यहां खड़ा हुआ है और B यहां खड़ा हुआ है, हो सकता है थोड़ा आगे पीछे हो. The position is that x01 and x02 is there. If at any time t, say the position of A is x1 and position of B is x2. कुछ समय के पश्चात A यहां पर आ गया और B जो यहां पर था वो यहां आ गया, थोड़ा आगे हो गए. तो after a time t, I can say what is the position of A after a time t. Say is this x1, initial position था इसका x01 and in a time t it covers a distance because velocity is v1 and time is t, so v1t. So this is the position after a time t. Similarly, for the second body, that is x2 is equal to x naught 2 initial position, or after a time t, this is v2 into t. Here. So what we can say here, this is the position after a time t. So subtracting these two equations, x2 minus x1, that is equal to x2 naught minus x1 naught, x01 naught plus v2 minus v1 into t. Here दोनों इक्वेशन को मैंने सब्सट्रैक्ट कर दिया यहां पर. तो x नॉट 2 माइनस x नॉट 1, ये जो मैंने किया है x नॉट 1, it is called x naught. It is the initial displacement of the object B with respect to object A at the time t is equal to 0. इसकी जगह मैं ये लिख सकता हूं. Similarly, x2 minus x1, it is the displacement of the object B with respect to object A at a time t. शुरू में इस पोजीशन पे थे दोनों, बाद में ये पोजीशन आ गई at the time t. So put these values here. So we are getting here x is equal to x naught plus v2 minus v1 into t. What you are getting here, x minus x naught divided by t is equal to v2 minus v1. This is the result. So you can see this LHS of this equation gives the time rate of change of position of object B with respect to the position of object A. This is the relative velocity of object B with respect to object A. So I can say this is VBA, change in of velocity of B with respect to A. This is equal to V2 minus V1. So I can write here relative velocity of object B, relative velocity of object B with respect to object A. This is the result. Or I can say velocity of object B, velocity of object B minus velocity of A, velocity of A. दोनों का subtraction है when both are going in the same direction. So I can write this. Now, so just we saw the relative velocity. Now we take here two cases. Case first. when the two objects are moving, when the two objects are moving along parallel straight line, along parallel straight line in the same direction, in the same direction. I mean to say that we are taking here the two objects, both are going in the same direction. Is that clear? In that particular case, I can say the angle between them is 0 degree. The angle in between them is 0. So we can see here both the objects A and B are moving towards the right. Suppose here it is A and here it is B. So A and B both are moving, say with the velocity VA and VB respectively. See this, towards right. My problem is to find out the relative velocity of the object B with respect to object A. The relative velocity of the object A, with respect to object B, ये मैं निकालना चाह रहा हूं. तो I can say superimpose velocity minus VB on both the objects A and B. Here it is VA, superimpose VB, that is like this. Here is VB minus. Similarly here is VB and here is minus VB. इसी लेंथ का मैंने अपोजिट वेक्टर बनाया है यहाँ पर. ये दिस इज ए वेक्टर. तो व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग हियर VA इधर है, VB इधर है. तो रिजल्टेंट जो वेक्टर आएगा यहाँ पर, दिस इज द डिफरेंस ऑफ दीज टू. तो आई कैन से हियर दैट इज VA प्लस माइनस ऑफ VB. और here you can say both are equal, so we can say the body B is at rest. Body B is at rest. So what is going on? Superimpose velocity minus VB on both the objects A and B. So due to which the velocity of the object B becomes 0, A. So the object B is brought to rest and velocity of the object A becomes, that is VA plus minus VB, that is equal to VA minus VB here. So relative velocity of object A with respect to B is given by V of AB is equal to VA minus VB, like this here. So dear children, VAB, VA and VB all are in the same direction. So I can write the resultant of these when the direction is same, so velocity will different. ये so dear children, suppose the two objects A and B both are going, say, in this direction along east direction. The velocity of the object A is 50 km per hour. Velocity of the B is 30 km per hour. So what will be the relative velocity? The relative velocity is the difference of these two. They take 50 minus 30, that is 20 km per hour. Is that clear? This is called relative velocity. So two objects are moving in the same direction. The magnitude of the relative velocity of one object with respect to another is equal to the difference in magnitude of the two velocities. It is the difference in magnitude of two velocities. Right? Now, अब इसी का अपोजिट कैसे लेते हैं? Is that clear? Now, when the two objects are moving along parallel straight line in opposite direction. अभी तो दोनों का डायरेक्शन सेम था, बट नाउ इन द सेम डायरेक्शन नहीं करके पैरेलल स्ट्रेट लाइन in opposite direction. Say the figure here is something like this. Here it is the velocity of A, VA, and here the velocity of B, VB. See this. The object A is moving right and object B is moving towards left. It is towards right. It is towards left. To find the relative velocity of object A with respect to B. So again, I have to superimpose velocity minus VB in opposite direction. Here you can say VA and here minus VB. Yeah. Similarly here it is direction is VB and superimpose in this direction V minus VB. Here. Both the object, due to which the velocity of the object B becomes 0. Is it at rest? Both will cancel out. The object B is brought to rest. So the velocity of the object A becomes, that is, we can say like this, VA और इसका डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है, the plus minus of VB. Now, so it is the magnitude, it is the vector VA minus VB, but it is due to the direction only. So we can say the relative velocity of object A with respect to B is given by VA minus VB. Here. Since the direction of VB is opposite to that of VA, दोनों का डायरेक्शन एक उल्टा है. So magnitude of VAB would be, the magnitude of VAB would be VA plus VB. ये इसकी वजह से यहाँ पर है. This is the result. So now again I am taking an example. Suppose object A is moving towards east, say with a 50 km per hour, and object B is moving towards west, say 30 km per hour. Then the relative velocity, once both are in opposite direction, so relative velocity would be 50 plus 30, that is 80 km per hour. Now, so I can say the two objects are moving in opposite direction. The magnitude of relative velocity of an object with respect to other, what we are getting here, it is equal to the sum of the, it is equal to the sum of the magnitude of their velocities, sum of the magnitude of their velocities. This is, write down these. Now, we take a very small numerical here, a simple numerical. Write down the numerical. Delhi is at a distance of 200 km from Ambala. Delhi और अंबाला के बीच में, suppose here the distance is 200 km. A sets out from Ambala at a speed of 30 km per hour. 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर। एक व्यक्ति ए यहां से रवाना होता है विद 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड बी सेट्स आउट एट द सेम टाइम फ्रॉम द दिल्ली एट ए स्पीड ऑफ 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर। यहां से ए आ रहा है और यहां से बी आ रहा है। When they will meet each other, we can solve this equation by two methods. Suppose the velocity of A is 30 km per hour that is given to us and VB is equal to 20 km per hour. Both are in opposite direction, so we can write minus sign here. The relative speed of one with respect to another, that is v of AB, that is VA minus VB. just अभी हमने फॉर्मूला पढ़ा है, that is 30 minus of 20, that is 50. दोनों का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है. So this is the relative speed. The time taken to cover at a distance of 200 km with a speed of 50 km per hour. So time taken would be 200 divided by 50, that is 4. Hence they will meet after 4 hours from the start. This is a simple way. We can solve this equation by another method, second method also. What is that? Let both the meets after a time t hours. Suppose both A and B meet after a t hours. Now, so distance covered by a distance covered by A, that is 30 into t, speed into time. Similarly, the distance covered by the B is 20 into t. 20 is the speed and t is the time. So total distance would be total distance 30t plus 20t. 30t plus 20t, that is 50t. Here. This is the total distance 30t plus 20t, that is 50t, and that is equal to 200 km. Here. So 50t is equal to 200 km, so t comes out to be 4. Solve this. So we are getting the same result. It is clear? So dear children, today we saw non-uniform motion and relative velocity on one numerical based on this. Okay. Now, we taken a very small numerical, one more numerical here. A car travels a distance A to B at a speed of 40 km per hour. A to B 40 km per hour and returns to A at a speed of 30 km per hour. 30 km per hour. What is the average speed? What is the average speed for the whole journey? And what is the average velocity? What is the average velocity? Average speed. Suppose the distance in between A and B is S. Time taken to go from A to B is say T1. So T1 is equal to distance is S and speed is 40. Once is returned back and go from B to A, distance is same, say time is t2. So t2 comes out to be s divided by 30. This is the total time here. So total time taken, that is t1 plus t2, s by 40 divided by s by 30. Take an LCM and solve it. You will get it 7s divided by 120. 120 is LCM here. The total distance covered is s plus s2s. So average speed we can find first. Average speed, that is equal to total distance traveled, total distance divided by total time. Total distance 2s divided by total time, this one 7s by 120. Solve this. 120 into 2 divided by 7. So you will solve around, you will get around 34.3 kilometer per hour. This is the real DL. This is the average speed. Now, what is the average velocity here? Body is going from A to B and turned back to here. So displacement is 0. Displacement is 0. So average velocity, total displacement upon time taken. Average velocity is a total displacement upon total time taken. Total distance is 0, displacement is 0, so average velocity would be 0. Is that clear? There is no displacement. हम जहां गए थे वापस वहीं आ गए. So average velocity would be 0. But average speed can't be 0. Now, it's okay. So this is the way to solve the numerical also.